Welcome back to another tutorial on Windows PowerShell 7 for beginners. For this tutorial, I will be using Visual Studio Code ISE. If you haven't watched my previous lessons, please check the links in the description for the playlist. Wow, look at the time. Let's get started. Recall from our previous tutorials in PowerShell, commandlets are the backbone of scripting. They are basically functions. Remember, functions in PowerShell have certain variables or parameters associated with it. Some functions have it, some functions don't, but it is possible to have variables and parameters. We can use switches to call in those variables and parameters and change the behavior of a function. So a commandlet acts exactly like a function. For date and time, guess what? We have commandlets. So let's go and look into those commandlets and try to understand how they work. Set date, which is basically like set dash date, is basically a commandlet that is used to set the system date. Get date, which is get dash date, is a commandlet used to retrieve the current system date. For example, if I run this commandlet get date, it will give me the current date that is associated with this machine. We can change the behavior of this commandlet using switches. Remember, to use a switch, we basically use a dash, and then you can put whatever the switch you like here, and then you can give the related parameters associated with that switch. So what I'm going to do now, instead of using get date, I'm going to use the other option called set date, because that is a commandlet that can be used to basically set the current date based on your preference. So this is the get date commandlet. This is what you get. You just get an output of the date. Set date commandlet, as it sounds, is a way to set the system date. So on the set date also have switches, such as if I put a dash in here, for example, I have date switch, and I can set the date switch to whatever I like. So let's put it date switch to, I want to use the get date. So I'm asking the set date commandlet to also, get the date, but set it based on the get date commandlet. And if I run this right now, what that will do is exactly the same thing. So it's just basically, repeated whatever it got it from the get date commandlet. However, if I go ahead and then do dot add, for example, days, and if I go -1, what that will do, it'll change from October 9, and I expect it to be October 8. So I'm going to clear the screen here. So remember, if I don't have this line, what it's going to display is the current date, October 9. But if I now go here and put dot add days, and then say -1 or +1, it doesn't really matter, or it doesn't matter, this could be any integer. And now if I run it, it just basically changed the date to October 10th. Notice on your time right now, on your machine, is now changed to October 10th. If I want to revert it back, I can change the date by doing -1, and if I run this now, it set the date back to October 9th. So set date commandlet can be used to get the current date and then just add or remove. So instead of setting the date specified by you explicitly, you can actually set the date based on the current machine's date and just by adding or removing time or date. Can you do with the time? Yeah, you can do with the time as well. So instead of doing this, you can do I'm going to clear the screen down here. I'm probably not going to delete these things anymore. So I'm going to just go set dash date. And in here again, I'm going to go the date switch and get dash date. And you can go add hours. And let's say I want to add 1 hour. Just put 1 point, let's say 1.5 or random time. And then if I run this, what it did, it just basically added an hour and a half to our current time. Watch your right hand side corner. Look how it changes. So it changes 1.5 hours ahead. And if I put negative at the front, it's gonna set it back 1.5 hours back. See how it changes to 9 AM from 8 AM. See, it's changed from here, it's 10 AM, it's 9 AM. So this is a very useful tool that you can use to change date and time on your machine. You can also add, you can also store this information on a variable as well. Like for example, let's say I can say a variable, say time, let's say I'm going to call it time to add, and I can say new dash time span slash let's say minutes, let's say -60, and then based on this variable, this is basically time span, is another commandlet. It creates a time span of an object, and then I can basically recall this to add to our machine to set the date. So if I do clear, and if I go here, time to add, and then if I run these two, it gives like the time span, it gives the days, the hours, the minutes, etc., all, you know, what it can get from this new time span commandlet. Remember, if you don't know what these commandlets are associated with date and time, you can obviously use the help command to further understand how these are used. But what I want to get you here as somebody who's beginner to using Windows PowerShell 7 is that date and time can be very complex commandlets based on what you try to achieve from it. Right? Like for example, this command, like I basically created this time span thing, and I can then use it with set dash date commandlet. You don't need to be capitalized, but I'm using capitalized because you're a beginner, because it's easy for you to find commandlets here. And then you can say adjust based on the variable that I created called time to add. So now instead of displaying the information here, what you're going to see, notice on the right hand side corner on this machine, if I run these two lines, it changes to 8:16 because I added 60 minutes. If I do another variable, so time to remove, for example, and again the same thing, new dash time span, and then I can go minutes, and I'm gonna say add 60 minutes. Now if I run this time, not the time to add, I'm gonna change this variable. Let's say I'm gonna go another one, set date equal no sorry, switch adjust, but adjust based on time to remove instead of time to add. Watch my right hand side corner, it's gonna change back to you know, from 8:07 to 9:07. See how it's changed? So you can even store your date and time data into a variable and then use it in your script. So again, I'm trying to keep my tutorials a little bit short as we progress through this course, this series. So I just want you to introduce some basic functions of set date, get date commandlets, so that you have an overall idea about how the date and time functions work. Yes, there is a lot more to this than what we have covered today. For example, new time span option. For example, if you want to know what they are, you can just basically type new time span, and right here you see all the options available to you. I'm not going to go over all of them today, because reason for that is I try to keep these tutorials as short as possible, because I have received feedback from you, and some of you said that the 30-minute, 1 hour long tutorials are a little bit too long. So just know that these options exist, and in my future tutorials where we will be doing some intermediate and beginner scripting with PowerShell, I will go over some of the options available for set date options. Again, if you have any questions and comments you would like to make, please feel free to reach out to me or comment below. Please make sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel, and until our next tutorial on Windows PowerShell, thank you so much and